Okay, I am with Alyssa Gagnon. We're in the Surya stand. We are at the Atlanta Merchandise Mart. Is this day 2 of the Rug Mart? I should know that.
Yeah, you should.
Now, you are the person who is in charge of style and color.
Yes, trend researching, going out to Maison Objet. Those are like shows that are overseas, and seeing what they're doing overseas and trying to get us on trend, because it takes us 6 months to get a rug in stock. We're trying to get the trend a little bit ahead of time so that we can have it in, once it's on trend, it's in stock and ready to go.
So you travel to all the cool places and check out what's going on.
Yes.
Where is it really happening? Where's the place which you really find the best information?
Definitely Maison Objet was the place that we went to last in January. It's just so inspiring. It's very European. They're always like 2 years ahead of us, so it's great to go over there and see what they're doing before us. And usually it comes in like about a year or two later.
And that makes your job easier by knowing they're usually a couple of years ahead?
Yes. Yes, and also looking at fashion too. We look at the runways too to see what they're doing. As you saw before, they were doing lace and it came into the home decor. It's just always following a couple of years later.
So then, talk about the pressure. I mean, obviously, people come here for new.
Mm-hmm.
A buyer comes in here, doesn't want to see something old. They want to see something new that they feel is a happening product.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of pressure.
I mean, it's exciting. We have a group of probably 10 designers now who are all excited, like looking at what's new, running around the shows, seeing what everyone else is doing, and also like envisioning what they could bring to the showroom. So, I mean, with such a large team that's so excited to bring new things, and we're young and fresh, it's so easy for us. It's just natural.
But I mean, if you miss the mark, then you're going to see that at the bottom line, I suppose. So there is pressure to, if you want sales at the bottom line, I guess, you've got to have something really cool.
Exactly. And we feel that we do that. If not, let us know. But I feel like we're always hitting it.
Now, there used to be definite groups, traditional country, et cetera, et cetera. That doesn't seem to exist as much anymore, does it?
No, not truly. Like transitional was kind of a word that was used to group all like the lattice and medallion kind of patterns, and now I feel like it's kind of just a big group of designs. Like you have to specify it by design now. It's not just transitional, contemporary, because now we have the traditional rugs that are over dyed to look sort of modern and new and fresher colors. So you can't really call it traditional. It's almost like a modern traditional.
So when you get an idea, however you do that, do you sort of try to fit that in a particular box, or do you just forget about it?
What kind of a box? What do you mean?
Well, I mean in terms of transitional or something else. Do you shoot for a particular feeling that the consumer might have?
Well, usually I try to look at the lifestyle that the person would own with that design, and also color it in their sort of color schemes. We like to design around lifestyles now. So like if you have a glamorous lifestyle, you would like a little bit of hints of metallic running through your rug, or a little bit more glitz and glam, so you'll put in some viscose. So it's really just thinking about where it's going. Because we're a wholesaler, we sell to everyone. So we're trying to hit every single lifestyle and customer. So it's very broad as to how we design.
Now, what about people's habits buying rugs? I understand that maybe they buy rugs more often than they used to. Maybe the price points are a bit less, but they'll buy more rugs. Is that the way you see it happen?
I think it's also the layering effect. People can now layer their rugs with like a hemp on the bottom and a hide over top of it. People are learning how to like work with their rugs, and sometimes, I mean, preferably it's like the first piece you pick and then you work around it, just because it's such a statement. Or like if you get a design in your rug, it's going to be a statement piece. So usually that's the first piece you buy.
My wife, maybe the reason I ask you that question is my wife must have 30 rugs up in the attic. And I'm wondering if is she, do I need to send her for some treatment, or is that pretty normal?
It's pretty normal. I mean, like you said, they're getting more affordable, so it's like easier, especially with the flat weaves. They're just so thin. You can like throw them. They're reversible. You can flip them over, and they're so trendy that you didn't spend a whole lot of money on them. You can like put them up in the attic like you did.
So people are really plugged in, more aware of rugs and what you do, and I guess key on the changes that you bring to the market.
Yes.
Talk about the kind of questions you get at an outing like this. Do people come in and ask you a lot of questions?
A lot of sales questions that I don't know how to answer. Like, what's the price of this? No, but we do also have like a lot of customers that come in and are like, can we see your trend presentation or something? But what's great about our showroom is we actually have the trends pointed out, trend alert. So you can actually find the trends throughout the showroom marked by these clamshells. So if they ever have questions, we're readily available to be like, for anyone, even our sales reps, to be like, here's a trend. And we've trained them on the trend so they know what they are. Hopefully they've listened.
Now give us an idea, like this one. What sort of information is on?
Okay, so we usually do trend presentations before our actual show, but I'm here so I can talk to customers about it. But the images really give you like a good image, like a good visual on what the trend is. This is called landscape. So as you can see, it's inspired by geodes and stones that you can find all over the world in nature. So we've done some like marbled pieces, anything that has that sort of organic stone feel to it, we've done. Yeah.
Could you show us some more of these? Good.
So as I was talking about before, this is our landscape trend, and this is inspired by sort of like geodes and stones that you can find. We saw that happening in hardware. We saw it on lamps. Also like little details. Also even placing geodes all throughout your home. So we were like, how can we bring this to the rug industry? And so we thought we'd put it sort of like the designs that you can see in geodes onto our actual rugs. And our Gemini collection features this trend extremely well. This is inspired by the technique of marbling. And as you can see, it's just sort of like an organic feel to it in the design of the rug. And you can almost feel like you have an actual amethyst piece on your floor, or a piece of stone actually cut to fit onto your floor. And the colors are all, some of you might know Candace Olson from HGTV. She has a show on there where she actually decorates some homes. And as you can see, her rugs are very on trend. You can see we have the trend called metallics. It's sort of this glamorous feel to rugs. It brings in a shimmer with gold or silver. And as you can see, with this one, it brings in a little light to your room, makes it a little bit more exciting. And I'm going to flip through a couple of other rugs that she has that have this metallic trend. As you can see with the animal print, it'll bring in a glamorous feel to your home. With the shimmer of the viscose, she'll use a lot of this sort of silk. Can I start over? She uses the silk to bring in the shimmer into the rugs, which is like it's called viscose, and it brings in that sort of vivacious look to a rug. And she uses it a lot, just to bring in a little bit more texture and a little bit more interest to a rug. Instead of a flat tufted, it brings in a whole nother look to it, a whole nother feel to it.